Let us start with the next kingdom, with the first kingdom, Kingdom Monera. Monera is also called prokaryote and consists of archaebacteria and eubacteria and finally cyanobacteria. Mycoplasma and actinomycetes are also included in this kingdom, and this term was coined by Ernst Haeckel in 1866. The most common characteristic of Monera is the absence of true nuclei. In major monerans, means major bacteria like eubacteria and cyanobacteria, cell wall is composed of peptidoglycan or murine, which is a complex polysaccharide. Most of them are heterotrophs except cyanobacteria. Only cyanobacteria are not heterotrophs. These are autotrophic forms, and few of them are photoautotrophic or chemoautotrophic. Photoautotrophic means which make their food through photosynthesis, and chemoautotrophic through chemicals. Reproduction is predominantly asexual, while in eubacteria sometimes genetic recombination is seen, which is a mode of sexual reproduction. Now come to archaebacteria. Archaea means this is the oldest form of living fossils, and they represent the oldest form of life that have survived almost all geological changes occurred on Earth. The important characteristics of archaebacteria include that archaebacteria are that their cell wall is not made up of peptidoglycan as in eubacteria. Their cell wall is composed of non-cellulosic polysaccharides and proteins. Their cell membrane contains branched chain lipids that make it tolerant to extremes of heat and pH, and that's why sometimes they are known as extremophiles, because they can resist extremities, extreme temperature, extreme pH. There are three categories of archaebacteria used on the environment based on the environment in which they live. First is methanogens, which convert hydrogen and CO2 into methane gas for energy. They are anaerobic bacteria. They form formic acid and methane gas from formic acid and CO2. Example, methanobacterium. Halophiles, they live in salt-rich media. They can trap solar energy by purple pigmented membrane to produce ATP. Philes means love salt, so they live in salt-rich media. Thermoacidophiles, they are found in hot sulfur springs at a temperature of about 80 degree and aerobic conditions. Under anaerobic conditions, they can reduce sulfur to H2S. So these are thermoacidophiles, which love temperature. Eubacteria or bacteria, these are the true bacteria. Bacteria are minute unicellular prokaryotic microbes. These were first observed from a sample of stored rainwater by Antony van Leeuwenhoek in 1675. At that particular time, they were known as animalcules. They termed as bacteria by Ehrenberg in 1838. So basically, these are the true bacteria, also known as eubacteria. They were yes. Now come to the next topic, that is staining of bacteria. What is the staining of bacteria? Hans Christian Gram introduced a staining technique which employs gram stain to different gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria. So gram-positive bacteria are the bacteria which retain the color of gram stain, while gram-negative bacteria are the bacteria which does not retain this color of gram stain. Basically, in a cell wall of gram-positive bacteria is rigid, made up of peptidoglycan, 20 to 90%, while gram-negative bacteria cell wall is less rigid and made up of 3 to 12% peptidoglycan. In gram-positive bacteria, teichoic acid is present, which is absent in gram-negative bacteria. Gram-positive bacteria are highly susceptible to antibiotics, while gram-negative bacteria are resistant to antibiotics. Now come to different shapes of bacteria. These are the different shapes of bacteria. First is cocci, which is spherical shaped bacterium. Coccus, they are nearly spherical and non-motile. Second one is bacillus. Bacillus means rod shaped bacterium. After that, spirillum, they are spiral in shape, while Vibrio, they are comma-shaped bacterium. So these are the most common shapes of bacteria which are found in environment. Now see the bacterial cell. See in this diagram there is a bacterial cell showing pili, fimbriae and flagella. Now what are these three different structures? Flagella is formed by a single filament which is made up of a protein known as flagellin and used in locomotion, while pili and fimbriae, they are used for attachment. Pili are found only in gram-negative bacteria, and while fimbriae in both negative and positive bacteria. And they used for the attachment of this bacteria to any surface. Then come to cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria, also known as blue-green algae. They are prokaryotes and gram-positive photoautotrophs, predominantly aquatic and found in freshwater habitat. Many species are terrestrial and few are marine. Also found in hot water springs 70 to 80 degrees, or they may also grow in polar region. So these are the characteristics of cyanobacteria. After cyanobacteria, next is, what is this? Heterocyst. Now heterocyst, many filamentous blue-green algae, that is cyanobacteria, they have specialized cells of diploid function called as disputed function called as heterocyst. Example, nostoc and Anabaena. Most important function of heterocyst is nitrogen fixation. So they are present in cyanobacteria, heterocysts. Now come to mycoplasma. What is mycoplasma? Mycoplasma are the simplest and the smallest form of the free-living prokaryotes. Pasteur probably for the first time discovered mycoplasma from pleural fluid of cattle suffering from pneumonia. These mycoplasmas, they are also known as PPLO, pleuropneumonia-like organisms. Apart from free-living nature, the mycoplasmas can be parasitic or saprophytic. They have also been reported from phloem cells such as sieve tubes and other companion cells of plants. They are non-motile. Their cell membrane is composed of lipoproteins. They are called pleomorphic because they can change their shape. The outer layer of cell is plasma membrane due to absence of cell wall, and they lack nucleus. They can cause disease. They are disease-causing organisms. Thank you.